And that is why Nebraska is not real, no matter what the government says. Yeah? So when I'm looking for new cameras, it always says that it has a certain number of dynamic range. Can you tell me what that is? Dynamic range is a measurement of how much information a camera sensor can record. Now, just like f-stop on your lens, dynamic range is typically measured in stops, where each stop represents a doubling of the light intensity. Now, the human eye, impressively, can perceive a much greater dynamic range, around like 20 stops, than a camera, which records around 10 to 14 stops. Now, cameras with a wider dynamic range can capture a greater difference between the darkest shadows and the brightest highlights without clipping. And clipping is losing detail to either pure black or pure white. So a higher stop count means more information is retained, providing greater flexibility in your edit. Now, to maximize the dynamic range that a camera sensor records, most modern video cameras utilize log profiles. Log profiles assign more digital values to the shadows and highlights than a standard video profile like Rec. 709. That's why it looks kind of gray in your camera. It's because it's preserving the highlights and lowlights through compression. There's also raw video, like Blackmagic Raw, which is incredibly powerful. This captures your image in a holistic range of ISO levels and color temperatures, which you can change in your editing software after shooting. It's incredibly useful for run and gun situations where you don't have time to white balance or change ISO. So the higher price of the camera, most of the time, the higher dynamic range you're gonna get. Canon 60D will get you around 3 to 8 stops of dynamic range, while an ARRI Alexa 35 gets you 17 stops. So take that into account next time you find $50,000 laying around and you're looking for a new camera. Dismissed.